This is a governor of the state of New Mexico. We don't have any differences. I can't see anything that he's saying. The private prisons we might have a slight difficulty with, but not if it's if it's got the civilian oversight. It's not, the private prisons ain't a bad thing. Arizona bragged a few years ago, 10 years or so ago, we make more than just license plates. We make more than just license plates. My God. Yeah, and they do it with basically slave labor. This is the way China did it. That's the way Russia did it. Gary Johnson was before Bill Richardson. Before. When Richardson came in, Richardson was in power and took Plias, New Mexico away from me. I wasn't real happy with Richardson. Don't know, Mr. Magic Bud. Okay. Alright, what else we got? Okay, just checking in on the chat rooms. It's and I don't have a lot of time to deal with the chat rooms, especially down in the talk show. Okay. Okay. I'll just leave the talk show chat room open, and the idiot on there, guest 3, the one that don't have the balls to announce himself or have a real name. No, I won't either. I think I'll just kick him. To hell with him. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get a name, you chicken shit. Alright. Okay, let's see what else we got here. If you want to call in, folks, we got somebody. We got to call in. Hello, 760 area code. Who we got there? Hello, 760 area code.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Hello. Who do we have here?
Oh, hey, this is Ed. Ed Geider here in San Bernardino.
Yes, Ed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm along with you. Here in California, you can, the medical marijuana thing is it's like a Band-Aid, but it's better than getting put in jail. You pay your $100, you go to a doctor, you get your card, and then you can grow 8 plants. And they usually leave you alone.
Yeah, I'm all for that. And we just got that in Arizona. So the first time in 40 years, Ed, I'm not a criminal.
Well, yeah, even though,
hasn't made much difference.
What's the difference between pot and cigarettes? Cigarettes are legal, and
well,
they're a lot worse.
There's a basic difference. There's a basic difference, Ed. The basic difference is that over 100,000 people die of cigarettes every year, and 0 die of pot. So, if you're smoking pot instead of cigarettes, you're really hurting the medical community.
Yeah, it's all about the medical community, because you go in there and they're making money. They're already making a lot of money, and
I understand.
They got in on it. They got in on it. The medical, doctors and stuff. And
I understand, Ed. Now we've got some ways to make money and save money up on the website. One of those is My Free Stuff, and one of those is KB Gold. Transfer your savings into gold, and we've also got Zamzu up there, which is if you want to shop at Books A Million or Barnes & Noble or Walmart, and you do it through the Free American website, the Zamzu, then we actually make a little bit of money off of this for a referral. You've got something too. I'd like for you to just mention that. I'm going to be talking to you about it, and hopefully,
free thing.
Yeah, my free thing. Yes.
Well, it's that free thing, but
that free thing.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a program that is going really well. It helps people to take advantage of all the free things that are available, and if you go on the internet, of course, there's millions of places to, you know, get free things, but it's always a big hassle. And this company has taken and simplified it and gotten the very, very best products. It's like the cream of the crop of the free things. And it's just a nice little program where folks can actually make a profit even if they don't want to market the program. I mean, just for an example, you can go down to any Dodge dealership right now and test drive a Dodge car, and they'll give you a $20 card, you know, $25 in cash. And this company is just trying to make people aware of these various free things to help people get by in these times, you know. And there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, there's free tacos, free food at restaurants. It could really help people to get a meal. I mean, nowadays with people, you know, just not having enough to eat sometimes, you can get a lot of free things, really awesome, good products. And you can come into it for free and then upgrade later. But it's a good thing to, I would think, to look into. And also, it's on a matrix system where people can create a lot of income, because out of that $9 a month, it's like a membership. Everyone benefits and makes the company spreads that money out, that $9 a month, throughout a matrix. And the sooner you come in, the more money you can make, because it's a forced matrix, so you get spillover from the top. And this is something that just people need to be aware of, because right now there's a company called Groupon which started in Chicago, just like a lot of these like computer nerds do. You know, people come up with these ideas. I mean, that's like all about what America's about, is to always be inventive. And Groupon, basically, they're a coupon company that helps people save money on various products. Well, in 2 years, that Groupon went from like 10 people to 43 million, and the free thing is similar to that, except the products are actually free. So you can imagine where this company can go. Except Groupon, they don't pay.
All right. I'm losing you here. I'm losing you, my sound on here. But Ed, thanks for being on. Listen, I appreciate it. I'll leave you.
Let you keep listening tomorrow.
I'll let you keep listening on here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, and folks, I want to. You know, I just talked about divide and conquer with Gary Johnson. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal. I'm a conservative. I'm black, I'm white, and of course we got the all white guys who want to talk about the Jews and be an idiot on the TalkShoe web. We only have one idiot, but for every idiot out there, we got one guy that's Mexicans. And we may have a lot of black folks who just don't know that they're being enslaved, but there's some out there that do. And again, these people are demonized. You know, David Duke's demonized, and on the other side, Louis Farrakhan is demonized. Now, I want you to hear from Louis Farrakhan about this whole Libya war, about Obama.
That he and his Secretary of State and Sarkozy and Prime Minister Cameron and others are planning. They would love to go into Libya and kill Brother Gaddafi and kill his children, as they did with Saddam Hussein and his sons Qusay and Uday. You must remember, dear people of America, that whenever government wants you to think and act in a certain way that would bring justification to an action that they are already planning to make, they must make the person that they hate a boogeyman. Now, nobody wants civil war. It is the bloodiest of all kinds of wars, because you're fighting your own brothers, you're fighting the people of your own language and culture and history. So in every nation, brothers and sisters, there is dissatisfaction. And what the CIA does is go into a country and move among the people that are dissatisfied to stimulate a revolt against a leader that they don't like, because they want regime change. I want to be specific. When George W. Bush was president, he said they wanted regime change in Iran, in Korea. Regime change. How do you get regime change, honest America? How do you do that? Congress, the Congress of the United States, voted to spend $150 million to replace the government in Iran that America doesn't like. So they send their agents in to work among the, the dissatisfied. So when they had this election and the people in Iran rose up, they have legitimate grievances, all right, but stimulated from the outside. So President Obama didn't want to put his foot into that cage lest somebody say America inspired it, because it was America's policy to destabilize that government. Well, what about Libya? See, how much money is being spent to arm the so-called rebels? They're dissatisfied. Well, what is their dissatisfaction about? Do they have jobs? Yes. Do they have food? Yes. Has Gaddafi used the oil money to build Libya? Yes. Did Gaddafi use oil money and discover water under the Sahara Desert and brought that water to the surface and brought water from Benghazi all the way to the border almost of Tunisia? Did he impose farming in the desert so that they could feed their own people? Yes. Are there billions of dollars that he's spending building homes, building apartments for his people? Yes. So something is under this. And so when America, England, France, three imperialist powers want to destabilize that country, is it that you're so concerned? Now listen to this hypocrisy, American people. Is it that you're so concerned over the blood that is being shed in Libya when you look the other way when the Israeli Defense Force was bombing the innocent people of Gaza? Unarmed men, women, and children, but our government looked the other way. You looked the other way when the Israeli Defense Force went into Lebanon thinking that they were going to have an easy victory. Then you had to come out with your tail between your legs. Don't tell me and wise black people or white people that you're interested in black suffering. Where were you in Rwanda? Where are you in the Congo? Why did you go to Darfur? Because oil is there. No, you don't want to save the Libyan people. That's your noble motive to hide your wicked agenda. Now I want to warn you in the name of Allah that this is more complex than what you think.
Yes.
Go into Libya if you want to. The Libyans do not want foreign occupation on their land. And when you make that kind of move, if you're not careful, you'll unite the Libyan people against you. And again, Gaddafi wasn't sitting in any tent twiddling his thumbs over these last 10 years. This man has been investing in African development. This man has been moving throughout Africa. This man has friends all over the world. He may not be your friend, but if you take him out and kill him like he's some rotten fella that wants to kill his own people, what did you do in Waco? What did you do when your people rose up? Did you talk them out of it? No, they had weapons, you bombed them. What did you do in Philadelphia with the movement? Did you talk them out of their home, or did you bomb them? We didn't hear any outcry from you religious hypocrites that love the lives of human beings. You're a liar and a hypocrite. And I warn my brother, don't you let these wicked demons move you in a direction that will absolutely ruin your future with your people in Africa and throughout the world. They don't like the way you handle Mubarak. They don't like the way you're handling the situation in the Arab world. So I would advise you to be careful and move with wisdom and skill. My advice would be, why don't you organize a group of respected Americans and ask for a meeting with Gaddafi? You can't order him to step down and get out. Who the hell do you think you are? That you can talk to a man that built a country over 42 years and ask him step down and get out? Can anybody ask you? Well, there's a lot now going to ask you to step out of the White House because they don't want no black face in the White House. Be careful, brother, how you handle this situation, because it is coming to America. It has already started. Look in Wisconsin. Look in Ohio. Look at what's going on in your country and remember your words, because the American people are rising against their own government. It's not Muslims, it's not black people, it's white militia that are angry with their government, and they are well armed. Are you going to tell them, put your arms down and let's talk it over peacefully? I hope so. But if not, America will be bathed in blood, not because Farrakhan said so, but because the dissatisfaction in America has reached the boiling point. Be careful how you manipulate the dissatisfaction in Libya and other parts of the Muslim world.
The Honorable Minister, Louis Farrakhan.
And now, hear the Honorable Minister Clay Douglas, the free American for the last 20 years, and I've been telling you this and warning you about this, the whole plan for one world government. That's what's happening with Libya. Anybody that resisted the banks are being attacked. Saddam Hussein was Bush's puppet, and then as soon as he started working for the people, they went after him. The Taliban were destroying the opium poppy crops and trying to stop the addictions that were springing up, trying to stop the heroin trade. We took them out. I had Governor Gary Johnson on my show today telling you about that. Now, Governor Gary Johnson is trying to do something. Governor Gary Johnson was a good governor. Governor Gary Johnson backed up the militia, and Farrakhan is right. It's just no militia, and it's the ones out there that are talking against the black people. Those are the communists out there that want to divide and conquer. I am telling you the truth. I analyze these people. I analyze what they say, and the people that are telling you the truth, both David Duke, both Louis Farrakhan, who have talked about the whole Jewish banking system, this Federal Reserve, this global banking system, is the bad guys. These are the evil ones. This is the satanic force that has came in and taken over your thoughts. They control it with their media, and they brag about it. If I say the Jews own the media, if Louis Farrakhan says the Jews own the media, if Chavez or Abazan talks about the Jews, suddenly they're the bad guys. Suddenly they're demonized. Suddenly Iran is the enemy. Suddenly, and then you've got the puppets on the string like Sarah Palin telling you we need to go bomb. We need to go bomb Iran. Yes, yeah, we need to bomb Iran. Why? What has the Iranian people ever done to deserve being bombed? The answer is they haven't done anything. The militia, we met with Governor Gary Johnson that was on my show. We met with him. We talked to him. Gary Johnson stood in my house while I wore a T-shirt that says something about liberals wanting to ban guns. Governor Gary Johnson was a great guest. He was a great governor, and he's a great American. He's got a set up an initiative to try to do exactly what we're talking about. I'm supporting him 100%. I'm not charging him advertising. I'm passing it on to you because I'm doing this for you. The information that I have on my website, I've checked it out. I don't sell anything that's wrong. I don't allow anybody, just anybody, to come up and advertise. If a company is supporting Israel and the domination of these Israeli type banksters, European banksters, British banksters, it don't matter what they are, don't matter what their religion are, they're criminals. They're criminals, and I'm trying to expose them, folks. Now, what they have tried to do to me, what they've tried is to silence me. They've tried to silence me. They've tried to silence Donna Taylor. And tomorrow, I'll be doing the show, and then I'll be leaving because I'm going up and walk Mark Taylor out of the prison that he's been in for a year when nobody else would listen. Nobody else would listen. I listened. I helped. I found the attorneys. I'm meeting with the attorneys. I'm meeting with his brother. I'm meeting with his family. Tomorrow, the 29th. He is being released. Already been to court. Done deal. He's walking out tomorrow, and I'm going to be there to shake his hand, give him a hug, along with his lawyer, and along with his lawyers. I still have to pay for this. I still have to get the gas money to get there. Folks, if we can't do this together, if you don't want to help today, all you got, then go away and leave me, because you're not a patriot anymore. You're not anybody that cares about the people. If you were, you'd be helping support me. Now, there's some people on here that have and done that, and there's a lot more. I wouldn't help Clay. Why? Why? Because he's trying to speak up for your freedom, because he's trying to deliver the information, because he's trying to compete with the media, the mainstream media network that controls your thoughts. They don't call it programming for nothing. Folks, that's what it is. And what I started with the Free American years ago, what I started with the Free American was a way to inform the public when the mainstream news wanted you to think we had to go in and kill almost 100 people and 17 little children at Waco to save them from a child molester. We had to do that. We had to do that because they resisted with force of arms. Yes, that's why we have the Second Amendment. That's why we organize the militia. And that's why I've been demonized for the last 20 years. Now, I'm tired of it. With your help here, if I can make it to Phoenix tomorrow, I will have an attorney, and we will go in and form a lawsuit. Maybe we'll even make it a class action lawsuit to cover people like Edgar Steele that are being put in prison right now because Edgar was a guest on my show, because Donna Taylor was a guest on my show, because I met Mark Taylor, and because they came through here, they tried to take him out. This is the kind of opposition I've got. This is why you'll be blocked in the libraries to hear the show today with Governor Gary Johnson. Folks, I am the Free American. I am Clay Douglas, and I am fighting for you. I'm not trying to run for office. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm independent. I'm independent, and I am telling you the truth, and I want you to be an independent, and I want you to be a Free American too. I'm asking for your help. Go to clay@freeamerican.com. Send me an email. order one of my books so you can understand everything that's going on here, why they attack Christian identity. It's in my book, Mystery Babylon. The story of what's happened to me the last 6 years in my book, Mystery Babylon. You can be reading it today for a $20 donation. Make a $20 donation and read my book. Understand what I've been through. Understand the attacks on me. Understand why my friends and the people that have been coming on my shows have been attacked. I am giving you the best information out there. Better than Michael Savage, better than Rush Limbaugh. I've got people, and I'm talking to people from governors on up to senators and congressmen. Ron Paul was a subscriber of mine for 10 years. I've made a difference. It's because of people like me, like-minded people, patriots that we've had the Oath Keepers. We've created the Tea Parties, and this is all people springing off of the idea of freedom and liberty and supporting the Constitution. This is what we've always been about. This is what I've always been about. And I can't do it alone. You know, you got politicians out there you're passing on money to so they can sell you out. I've never sold you out. I backed Randy Weaver. I backed Donna Taylor. I'm going to get Mark out tomorrow and give him a hug. I need your help. They've tried to put me out of business. Now, if you don't want to make a donation today, then you are working with them. You are helping them. I know you can't afford much. I can't afford much either. But you can afford to pay for a champion. I'm putting this show in. No advertising on the show other than things that I'm involved in. No advertising on my website other than friends and people I know and systems that I believe in. I'm Clay Douglas. I am the Free American, folks. My books are fiction. Some of them. I've got a series out, just like John D. McDonald, but they're afraid to touch it. None of the major, because I'm on a government watch list, because I'm on the ADL's list, because I'm on Southern Poverty Law's list. No agents want to talk to me, no publishers want to talk to me, nobody wants to make my movies, nobody wants to advertise on my show. Why? Because I'm as dangerous as Louis Farrakhan, I'm as dangerous as David Duke, I'm as dangerous as Governor Gary Johnson, who will be demonized too. So the Oath Keepers have been demonized. So the veterans today who've been on my show, they've been demonized. They're trying to demonize everybody. They're trying to demonize their veterans. They don't want well-trained combat veterans coming back to this country still loyal to the Constitution. So they're going to kill you with depleted uranium. Depleted uranium being sprayed over Libya right now. Right now. There's a nuclear holocaust going on, and Japan may be part of it, folks. We will try to keep you updated. We're trying. I've got people that'll be coming on this next week that'll tell you how you can keep yourself from getting sick from radiation through natural means. They've already tried to take over everything else, and if they try to seize the gold here, as they did, well, there's a place to do that too.
If a new financial institution moved into your area that offered their depositors the best prices on pure gold and silver bullion and pay up to $900 to you and I for each new account we would refer, would you want to know about it? Well, I know I would. And if you want more details, call the person that gave you this number.
Call Clay Douglas at 520-413-2397 or go to freeamerican.com to get all the information. All right, folks. I've got a few hours I've got today to raise enough money to try to pay for some of Donna Taylor's lawyers to try to just to have the gas to get up there on, folks. I need your support. I'd like for you to buy a book, order a film. I've got 4 films out. They're all listed on my website. And all you have to do is make a donation, send me an email, and you'll get them. You'll get them. You can get them hard copy, or you can get them in PDF. My Mystery Babylon book. That's non-fiction, folks. And it's a true story of Operation Watchtower. It's a true story of Colonel Edward P. Catolo. It's a true story about William Tyree, imprisoned, his wife murdered. All the whole story's there, and the 2 fiction books are even better. I'm Clay Douglas. God bless y'all.
Call recording has been completed.
Yeah.